All right. So Melissa, tell me if I'm going in the right order here. All right. Give me a second to get organized. Melissa, I think my things came out of the printer in an odd order. Art adult, thank you. I'll be here in a little while. I'll let you know when I get here. So art adult, our first prize winner is Tim Swiecki. And Tim has entered for many years. And I have taken great pleasure in going and picking up or delivering his art back to him. And Tim, would you tell us something about your sculpture?
Well, I enjoy carving caricatures because of the freedom that you have in carving a caricature. And you can tell a story. And Jerry, you know, each time I enter a carving, it tells a little bit of a story. Most of the time, I try to make them humorous. Now, this one here, the oak wilt, is certainly not humorous, but it does tell a story. It tells about the environment and its relationship with the animals. It's a fun hobby.
How long does
sometimes ask how long it takes to make one of these carvings, and between the design and getting the idea in the carving, I don't have any idea how long it takes. It's just a pleasure to do it. So that's about it.
All right. Thank you. And as I told Tim earlier, if I were the judge, he would win every year. So I
Yeah.
thank you for doing that. And we will talk about whether we can find a place to have these displayed permanently at Schmeeckle. I think that would be awesome.
Well, you talk about putting them on display or even selling them for making money for the organization. It'd be fine with me.
Well, let's after this, we will find a time and we'll talk some more about that. But I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So second place in the adult art category is Kristin Cherney. Kristin, are you with us? Melissa, do you know if she is logged in?
I don't see her on here.
Okay. Do you have this piece in your office, Melissa?
I do.
Would you like to speak for Kristin and tell us a little bit about it so people can visualize it perhaps a little better?
Oh, I could if you would like. I guess let me pin myself. See, I wasn't expecting to be on camera much of this. No. So this piece is pretty cool. It's a mosaic. The picture doesn't really do it justice. It looks so much more textured, even though a lot of it is glass, but underneath having texture, it's really beautiful. It was fun to get to talk to the judges about this piece. They liked how the colors played on one another, and how it looked so different if you were up close versus a further image. So it's a really neat piece.
All right. See somebody in on the bottom, but I'm not sure what that is. All right, I will go on to the next category. Now I've got my paperwork in order. And first place winner is Tessa Bruckhart. Tessa, are you on the call?
Yes, I am.
Is that a yes?
Yep.
Oh, good. There you are. Okay. Well, tell us about your art and tell us how many years you've been entering in this competition.
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
A long time.
Yeah.
I think I pointed out to you, Tessa also volunteers at Operation Bootstrap. I think I pointed out to her that she was about half as tall as she is now.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Are you there, Tessa?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about your drawing?
Yeah. So I was inspired to draw this back when I was running through Schmeeckle. I do summer running, so I was running through the trails and I saw this blue jay on one of the poplars. It was near the visitor center, and I just really kind of I just generally remembered that moment because you don't normally see a ton of um it's just that like the wildlife around Schmeeckle is so plentiful and it's just so wonderful, and I just really wanted to try to capture that.
We appreciate that. And we also know you run a lot through Schmeeckle. So thank you for your entry and congratulations on being first place again. All right, next category, photography landscape beginner. And the winner is Carter Herheim. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Carter, are you with us?
That's cool.
Well, I will speak for Carter. This is actually one of my favorite views of Schmeeckle Reserve and the visitor center area. That this was created in memory of folks who helped create the Green Circle Trail, the Menzel family. And the sunlight and the way that this is captured in the evening as the sun was setting, it's just perfect. So thank you to Carter for this entry. And I hope you can join the meeting later, but if not, we congratulate you on your winning there. Second place, Claire Cashin. Claire, are you on the call? Maybe not. So this area goes through Moses Creek, and it's one of our favorite areas of the trail around Moses Creek. And when the creek is actually up, and you can see Moses Creek as it goes from the north part of town through the campus and underground to the river. So thank you for this wonderful shot. And Melissa will move to third place. So Autumn Magolski, are you with us on the call? Maybe not. All right. Once again, an awesome shot of Schmeeckle in the fall. And the boardwalks, which are created by our student crew and also by our Tuesday morning crew that wend their way through Schmeeckle Reserve. Thank you for this wonderful photograph. We appreciate it. Okay, next category, Melissa. Photograph, landscape, intermediate, and advanced. Michael Kozlowski. Michael, are you on the call?
Yes, sir.
Yay, all right. So tell us about this.
Well, and then I think it goes along to what everyone's saying. So every walk around the trails there is just such a unique experience, a unique view. For me, for this one, it was just I think just catching it at the right time with the sunset coming down into it. But so just seeing the reflection and everything coming through. Like I probably walked past the bench maybe 50 times before, just never kind of noticed this view of it before. But it's always like, for me, the big thing is like I start to like I feel like I understood what Thoreau went to with writing Walden. Like it just, you get that feel of just a unique space. It just kind of always calls out to you to grab stuff like this. And I'm just excited to be part of this this contest with it, seeing so many, realizing everyone else really gets that same sort of capture around in here. Just a unique space and unique views.
Yes. So your perspective on this is part of what I generally refer to as the crowdsourcing of the capturing of Schmeeckle Reserve, because everybody who goes through, almost every time you go through, you see something you didn't see before.
Yeah.
Go through and you see it again and it looks completely different, or if you take a different direction on the trail. And this is actually one of the older benches in the reserve next to Lake Jonas. And so I especially enjoyed this, and I know our judges especially enjoyed this photograph. So thank you for entering. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. Next category, Melissa. Wildlife beginner. There, Thomas. Okay. So Thomas Mortensen, are you on the call? Oh, this is like just eye candy for people who love Lake Jonas and who love the fall and Schmeeckle Reserve. So this is a great photograph, and we appreciate that.
And I can say something on this one too.
Hey.
Tom actually donated a framed version of a framed copy of his photo that he won with last year. And he's just so excited and really enjoys Schmeeckle, and yeah, is just very passionate and likes being able to give back in this kind of way. So it was really cool to get to talk to him and to talk to any of you on this kind of level to see why you do what you do. So thanks.
And Melissa, did I skip Elena on wildlife beginner, or am I out of sequence?
You're out of sequence.
Out of sequence. I'm over sequence.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
Right. So Jessica Tomaszewski, are you on the call?
I am.
Hey, all right.
Hey. So this is an image that I took on my way through Schmeeckle when I was getting prepared for a workshop that I was holding at Schmeeckle 2 days later. So in the fall, we had a wreath making workshop. So I touched base with Jim at Schmeeckle and asked if we could go harvest some buckthorn and turn it into wreaths and talk about invasive species. And so I was going out to figure out where we were going to be to harvest our buckthorn and then make the wreaths in Menzel Pavilion. And it was just gorgeous out. This was like a 75-degree day in October, and just no matter which direction you went, it was beautiful out there. So.
And I do want to say a word about the signs that are in Schmeeckle Reserve. They're produced by the student crew in the sign shop. And this has been a relatively recent addition. And we've had a lot of really good compliments about the signage in Schmeeckle Reserve. So thank you for capturing this, because it lets us know what we're doing right at Schmeeckle Reserve. And thank you for capturing this, because it's a beautiful picture. So thank you. Did John Hartman take the picture in your background?
No, I took that one too.
All right. Well, thank you again for entering. I'm really, really glad you did. So Melissa, next. Wildlife beginner. Elena, are you with us?
I'm here. Hi.
Hey, excellent. Tell us about your photograph.
So this is a picture of a green heron, and the background is, I've always seen blue herons and I really liked them. But last summer I was out for a walk with my family, and my mom, Audrey, who's on the call here with us, said, you know what, I really want to see a green heron. And so I kind of made it my mission, like last summer, to try to find this green heron. And so then come September, my daughter and I were on a walk around Lake Jonas, and we stopped at the new fishing pier, and we looked kind of towards campus, and just sitting there was this green heron, and we were able to sit there and watch. Probably, I think we're there probably like 5-10 minutes.
10 at least.
At least 10 minutes. We sat and watched as as this green heron just kind of hopped around, and it was just a fantastic experience, and echo what everybody else said. It's the reason that we go there and walk, take different paths and everything like that. So it fulfilled the mission to see a green heron, and it was just a really special moment in my life last year.
It is, and I've walked a lot, and I've never seen a green heron at Schmeeckle. So thank you for this photograph.
Yeah, you bet.
And Audrey is on the call with you there.
She is, yeah. She was able to join as well.
Hi, Audrey. How you doing?
Hello, I'm just very happy to be here and watching all the beautiful art.
Hey, and you aren't actually at the airport right now, are you?
I am not. I'm at home.
All right. Glad you could be on the call.
Thank you.
Okay, Melissa, next. Logan Eagle. So Logan is not able to be with us because of previous obligations, but he has given us an artist statement to read. So I will read for you. Imagine that I am Logan. My great uncle always used to carry a camera around his neck, taking candid photos wherever the old camera around his neck took him. And let's see if I can read better here. And when I came back to school at UWSP, I knew that Schmeeckle was the place to go and test it out. I stumbled upon this fawn in the picture just on the Lake Jonas Trail. It was curious and came closer until spooking itself from running away. I managed to get this picture while it was still checking me out. So thank you, Logan. And hopefully when you look back at this recording of this meeting, you will think that my dramatic reading of your paragraph was better than what it actually was. So thank you. And we have, I captured a picture the other day at Schmeeckle at the visitor center with a fawn standing at the front door of the visitor center waiting to get in. So we have a lot of visitors at Schmeeckle, some of them on 2 legs and some on 4. So thank you, Logan, for capturing this. Okay, next. So Rachel Henneman, are you on the call?
I am.
Hey, all right, tell us about this.
Yeah, so this was right after the candlelight hike, and this picture is the closest I've ever been to a deer in my entire life. And she was just eating a pumpkin right beforehand, just like licking her lips, and just like got that shot. And it was, I mean, I don't live in a place that has so much wildlife. So going to school at UWSP and having this like in my backyard is the best experience ever.
Well, could you have taken this picture possibly near the candlelight hike for the end of our,
Yeah.
a lot of pumpkins on the trail.
Yeah.
So you're a student at UWSP?
I am. Yeah, I work at the visitor center too.
All right. I thought people might want to know that. So congratulations. All right, Melissa, next. Wildlife Intermediate and Advanced. Steve Faber, I know you're on the call.
I am here, yes. Can you hear me, Jerry? I can't hear you.
You can or cannot?
Oh, now I can. Sorry, for a minute there, I couldn't hear you, but yeah. What do you think? Pretty good, huh?
So tell us about your photograph. How did you get this?
Okay, so for years, I've debated whether I wanted to invest in, a real camera with a telephoto lens, and I finally did. And Jackie said, have you seen the blue heron that's hanging out around Lake Jonas? And we immediately went out there, and where else do you get wildlife that pose for you? That bird was stationary for several minutes and paid no attention whatsoever to me. Yeah, it was just the luckiest everything that you can imagine. but I took, a bunch of pictures, and this one just jumped out from all the rest. But that's the lake in the background. The fishing pier would be just a little bit to the right off the edge of the frame. But yeah, what a gorgeous bird. And I think what everyone has said, you just don't even know what you're going to find. It's amazing to me, the things that you find on any given day, but this one is special. This is the best picture I've ever taken. So I'm happy to share it. What's that?
First year that you've entered.
No, but it's always been cell phone pictures and things like that. So this is the first time I went to, I decided I had a telephoto lens and things like that. So I just kind of put myself in the intermediate category, and yeah, thought that was kind of appropriate. So I give my equipment more credit than I give myself, but yeah, and the bird and Jackie for getting me there in the first place. So
congratulations. Fame and fortune are now yours.
Yes, it's all I could ever ask for.
All right, Melissa, next. Megan Strom, are you with us? Oh, I just love this photograph. And
Hello.
it's another example of being at the right place at the right time and hanging out at Schmeeckle. Megan, are you there?
Hello.
There you are. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Hello.
Now, you tell us about your picture instead of me talking.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Just as you said, right place, right time. I think it was late summer, maybe early fall, and I had just been walking around the lake, and this guy just kind of popped up, and I have a camera with a pretty good zoom on it, so I was able to get pretty close to his face, and I'm more into like portrait photography, so I was able to really capture his face, and I don't know, I really like the eyes in this photo the best, so.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Melissa, next. Photography other, beginner. Who have we? Kristin, are you with us? I'm not hearing Kristin. And I don't know what to say about this picture, except it's amazing. And again, right place, right time, right view, and wonderful exposure. So thank you to Kristin and congratulations. And who have we next? Josie Rebholz.
Hi there, how are you?
Yay, all right. Oh, no, you're not. Barbara, you're not Josie. Josie, are you with us? No. All right. Well, I'm going to let this photograph speak for itself from the bridge. And we offer congratulations to Josie, and we will move on to our next category. Photography, other, intermediate, and advanced. Scott, are you with us?
I am.
Hey, all right.
Good afternoon. And Jerry, Melissa, again, thanks for organizing the event. Always a pleasure entering. I've been doing it the last 4 years, I think. I think everybody so far has admitted that they can go to Schmeeckle every other day and see something different and unique. And I find the same thing. So I so enjoy going through Schmeeckle. And this was a picture taken on July 1st. And I was out there not getting many bird pictures. I'm usually after a lot of birds or animals. And I was on the trail of reflections and sitting on the swing on the little pond. And I saw all these water striders on the top of the pond. And I have a pretty good camera, but they're not the most cooperative models. And you can't really get close to them, but I was able to get a pretty decent shot, and it is cropped to you know, see a better picture of this. But I was amazed at the different colors of a water strider and actually how their legs hold them up on the water. So it was kind of unique to see, you know, something as small as this probably quarter-inch, half-inch bug balancing itself on the top of the water, you know, amongst all the other animals and birds and trees and flowers and everything else there. Thought sometimes you just have to look down and see something and take a picture, and something you may walk past every day, but was able to capture this.
Well, and thank you for entering, and thank you for being persistent, and congratulations. I always look forward to your entries because you always have something amazing to capture.
Thank you.
All right, Melissa, next. All right, writing grades 12 and younger. Claudia, are you with us this evening?
Yeah.
Yay, all right. Tell us about your entry.
So actually the funny thing was, this story was actually my English assignment. So I was like writing this story, and I was like thinking about like everything nature. So I was thinking about like a bunch of different places, but really what I thought it was Schmeeckle, because when I thought about like ocean in front of me and a jungle behind me, I thought about like all of the nature and like how everything is like different. Like if you go there in winter and then the next winter you go there again, it's like everything is like the exact opposite of what it was.
That's a really good observation. So how long did it take you to write this, or what were you doing when you were in the process of writing it?
So it took me about like, I don't know, maybe 2-ish weeks. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, it took a long time because I was trying to interpret like the story, like and just like try to tie all the ends together. But then like I want to like leave a big mystery at the end, because that's kind of like how I like to read my books. Like I like to read series of books that always have like mysteries at the end.
And I should point out for the folks who are looking at what's on the screen right now, this is not the totality of your entry. It's a little bit longer than this.
Yeah.
Like about how much longer?
24 pages.
Yeah. So we
But I
decided
mean,
all 24 pages up on the screen, but we
yeah.
acknowledge the excellence of your writing and your vision.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for entering. And I think kind of at the end of our program.
Well,
Yeah, there. All right. So a couple of housekeeping things for you folks. We are going to be, and Jackie may know more about this than I do, but we are going to be displaying all of the entries at the Charles White Public Library in downtown Stevens Point when it gets warmer. Jackie, do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, we are set for the month of April. And so we'll be setting up on the last day of March, displaying your artwork, your writing, your photographs. And if I remember right, we're putting the little blurb that you wrote about what inspired you in Schmeeckle with a photograph, correct?
That is correct.
Yes. And so you can look at a time of year previously, we had done this in December and January, and we realized no one really stopped and looked at it because it's too cold to stand around on Main Street in the winter, gazing at the outside of the library. You'd rather be inside the library. So we went for warmer times. So hopefully you'll be able to see your work out there, and your friends and family can visit it, and you can see all the work together and just appreciate the amount of talent that we have in our community. Enjoying the beauty of Schmeeckle.
And I will point out that these are the winners. We had many, many more entries, all of which were excellent. So I know our judges had a very difficult time making a decision. And for that, I especially want to thank our judges because they took really excellent work and they took time from their lives to help us judge, again, for the 9th time, the Friends of Schmeeckle annual arts competition. The excellent contributions from people who are friends of Schmeeckle and who have captured that either in any form of media. So thank you all. And thank you for being part of this. And aren't you glad you didn't have to get dressed up and go out tonight for this? So with that, I will say have a good evening and thank you all for being here. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting.
Thanks.